Welcome to the first edition of our new series, the DA Preplay, where we'll be bringing you updates on all San Diego State sporting news. First up, it's the event that football fans had been waiting for, the NFL Draft that had a different format this year taking place virtually. NFL rosters were strengthened with the best college football players, and one of them was San Diego State center Keith Ishmael. He was selected as the 156th overall pick in the 5th round to the Washington Redskins. NFL Network's Daniel Jeremiah spoke about Ishmael during the official broadcast. Here's a look.
Washington has taken a center off the board, Keith Ishmael, out of San Diego State. Daniel Jeremiah, you get geographical preference here.
I appreciate that. San Diego State, Keith Ishmael, really quick, an athletic center, does a nice job of just staying attached. He doesn't plow people over. He's not going to generate a lot of movement at the point of attack. He's more of a pest than he is a power player, but just a steady Eddie. There's not a lot of bad reps.
Joining me now to talk about all these players is assistant sports editor Kyle Betz. Kyle, thank you so much for joining me today. How have you been?
Thank you for having me. I've been doing well, staying safe, and, it was very good to watch a live sporting event again.
Definitely agree. Just having football back up on the screen again was so great. But let's talk about these draft picks. Let's start first with Keith Ishmael. What were your thoughts about him?
Yeah, Keith's going to fit in well in Washington. I think he's going to have a chance to compete for a starting spot on the offensive line, which obviously needed help entering this draft. And he gets to keep his number 60 jersey in Washington. And when his name was called, he and his family were pretty fired up, which is understandable. You can take a look here.
Yeah!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Really special for him and his family to experience that moment. But Keith wasn't the only Aztec that joined an NFL roster on Saturday. 4 others went as undrafted free agents. Let's start first with Luke Barcoo. What did you think about him?
That's right. Luke Barcoo, I think, was the biggest signing of the SDSU undrafted free agents. Cornerback who tied first in interceptions last season with 9 in Division I play. He was signed by the Jacksonville Jaguars and was given $160,000 guaranteed, which is actually the most for an undrafted free agent in NFL history. I think he's a near lock to make the roster, who desperately needs help at the corner position after they traded Jalen Ramsey to the Rams and A.J. Boyd to the Broncos this past year.
Yeah, definitely think he's in a good spot there. And what I think is so special is just the route he took to get to this point today. He was only a starter at SDSU for 1 season, and he had to put in work at Grossmont Community College to work his way up. So definitely an inspiring story from him. Unfortunately, didn't get that pro day that he was hoping for, but again, that didn't stop him. He put together his own virtual pro day video that he posted on his Twitter that got him a lot of attention from these NFL teams and scouts. So really great guy, inspiring story. We're excited to see what he'll do.
Absolutely. And another former SDSU starter who's making his way to the East Coast is linebacker Kiava Tizino. He was the first reported undrafted Aztec to sign with the team Saturday, and he inked a contract with the New England Patriots, and he's going to join a linebacker corps led by Deontay Hightower.
Yeah, I think he's going to fit in great here at New England under Bill Belichick. I think he's going to love his leadership qualities. We saw that during his time being a captain at SDSU and just keeping the team so cohesive. And of course, his ability to make plays. He led SDSU in tackles this past season with 99, and then during his entire collegiate career, totaled 14.5 sacks. So I think that's key for him. He also put in a lot of work this off season, posting on his Instagram the workout plan he was following, and definitely results showed. So I think that just shows how dedicated he is to improving his craft. He'll fit in very well here in New England, and I think he'll continue to bring that strong force with him.
Right. You talk about his leadership qualities, and I think that's some head coach Bill Belichick is looking for in a football player and a person, just a high character guy that I think Bill Belichick's going to appreciate there. Another player headed east is Deshawn Dixon, the big 6'5", 331-pound guard. He's going to the Baltimore Ravens, and he started next to Ishmael for much of his SDSU career. Now he's going to get a shot to make the Ravens roster.
Yeah, and what I think is key for him is his durability and his ability to show this team that he is someone that they can rely on 100%. He played in 889 out of 962 snaps this past season, so he shows up every day ready to go. Unfortunately, injuries are a reality here, but he's someone that showed that those aren't a problem for him, and no matter what, he's ready to go. He also earned some recognition, second team All Mountain West Conference honors, so I think he's another one to look out for here at the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, he's definitely a player to keep an eye out for as training camp and hopefully preseason play approaches, and he definitely showed his growth during his 4 years on the Mesa as well. Now, the last Aztec to sign with the team, tight end Parker Houston. He's headed to the Arizona Cardinals. Solid blocking tight end who can line up at the fullback spot and also has good pass catching ability. During his SDSU career, he had 45 receptions for 420 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, really, he's a tight end that can do it all, and I think that's key for him competing in a spot here for the roster. And I think a big reason why the Cardinals picked him is because of his versatility, and also he has a very high football IQ. He finished on the Mountain West All-Academic team all 4 years at San Diego State, which is a huge accomplishment in itself. Being a student athlete, that just shows how dedicated he is in putting in work on the football field and in the classroom, which is a reason why he's developed such a high IQ, and I think that's key for him to continue at this next level.
Yeah, just a guy, a very good character. He was a semifinalist for the William V. Campbell Trophy, and he was given the SDSU President's Award for High Academic Achievement. Really just says a lot about him and the person he is and about his will to succeed as well. And just really thrilled for all 4 of these guys. They competed in the East-West Shrine game this offseason, so they are all on teams at this moment.
Yeah, definitely all these guys, great, well-rounded guys. We are so excited to watch them take these next steps on their journey and see where they all end up. Kyle, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us today. It was so great having you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
That's going to wrap up the first edition of the DA Preplay. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and be sure to join us next time as we'll be discussing Malachi Flynn and Matt Mitchell's decision to enter the NBA draft. I'm Amber Salas for the Daily Aztec.